Anti-war activists are trying a new tactic to get the U.S. out of Iraq these days. They are now demanding that CalPERS, that is the state's retirement system, cut its ties with the controversial war contractor. Michael Lurie tonight with more on the political protest today that involves millions of tax dollars.
Armed with petitions bearing 20,000 signatures, this small band of anti-war protesters was determined today to make a point.
As we feel now that this is unpatriotic, immoral, and treasonous.
The protesters want the California Public Employees Retirement System, which is in fact the largest public pension fund in the country, to divest from the war in Iraq. CalPERS has approximately $27 million invested in a company called KBR, considered to be one of the nation's largest war contractors.
Where our government is wasting billions of dollars of my tax money, and CalPERS is profiting from that money, which is being used illegally, unethically, to continue the occupation of Iraq.
CalPERS has an investment portfolio of nearly $250 billion in assets, so any decision to divest from Iraq would have worldwide implications. But if the protesters are looking for any sort of immediate action, they're likely to be very disappointed.
Divestment is always a slippery slope. We take that as very much a last resort measure. What we're interested in today would be to just receive the information.
Bottom line, CalPERS will make a business decision.
We've never divested for political reasons. Let me make that very clear.
But CalPERS did recently divest from tobacco companies after numerous lawsuits changed the market conditions, making cigarettes an unhealthy investment. And now these activists are hoping CalPERS will use similar reasoning to cut California's financial ties to the war in Iraq. In Sacramento, Mike Lurie, KCRA3 reports.
We asked those activists why they chose today to protest against KBR. They said a New York Times article filed just this week was the trigger for today's action.